Hello Taurus, thank you for coming back if you're a returning subscriber. Welcome if you're a new person coming to join me, thank you for coming. This is a general reading, so aspects of it may apply to you or it could apply to somebody that you're interacting with at this time. I'm changing the format from my normal 12 house readings. I will get back to those at some point, or I may not. But at this time, I'm just changing it up to a shorter reading due to time and internet constraints while I'm moving around. So I'm just going to have a quick look in at three main areas of your chart, and then we'll go from there. I've already shuffled and laid out the cards, so as they're appearing in each, associated with each house, and those are the influences that are coming to bear for you. If you have a strong influence in your birth chart associated with another sign, then you can cross-watch to one of my other videos to get more insights going forward. Okay, so the first of the three insights will be, this is to do with the 11th house. 11th house covers quite a wide variety of areas. One of the main areas is your friendships, but it can also be to do with you sort of exploring various 11th house concepts which are to do with hopes and dreams and visions. This can be your own, but it's also about social reform, causes, global consciousness, trends, so following trends in society and so on. And it's also about ideals, and it's also about any sort of group activities that you may be involved in. So this can be activities of all kinds, or an association or a society or something like that that you remember of, where you are with others in a group endeavor. So that can also come in for you, but it also is about your own personal hobbies and interests. And I feel with the Yod Destiny coming in for you as the sort of astrological influence, and then together with Rhiannon, Sorceress, which is very much a manifestation card, using your magical abilities. So I feel, particularly with the Yod Destiny card coming in, this is not a card of necessarily joining with others to do the work that you're setting out to do. This is actually you feeling slightly out of step with others. So feeling like you're working on your own. You're going to need to work on your own. You're going to need to work in private. You're going to need to be following your own path, following your own truth, and manifesting what you want. It's not going to be an easy path. There's a very strong energy down to one particular point. So this is normally something to do with your purpose, something that you feel very strongly about, or something that you're working on currently. And with Rhiannon coming in, I feel that this is something that you perhaps, some sort of talent or some sort of ability or some sort of project that you're working on, which is very important to you. And you're going to be out of step with others at this time. You're not going to get actually the wisdom and advice and guidance from others which you feel you need, but you don't actually need it. So with the Yod Destiny card, this is a card of almost like pioneering. This is you setting your own course, following your own path. There's quite a lot of contemplation and analysis that comes with this card. So, and you're not going to have the support that you think you're going to have, or you think you may need from your friends and associates and your groups and so on. I don't feel you're going to get it. So this is more to do, I feel, with the other 11th house concepts, which are all to do with your own hobbies, your own interests, your own ideals, your own dreams, your own visions. But also it may be more global, more social reforms, more following of trends and currents, and group consciousness, global consciousness, and so on. So I do feel it's something to do with that. But it's something that you're going to be manifesting. So Rhiannon, a sorceress, is always about spending time outdoors in contemplation and so on. But it's also about you are a magical person who can manifest your clear intentions into reality. So your friends that you have may not be supporting you at this time, or they may not understand what it is that you're actually trying to do. So you may be alone on this one. But the 11th house, as I said, does cover other more global aspects and more, sort of, it's a bit bigger than friendships as well. Yes, friendships come in, but it may be bigger than that for you in your particular case. Your own hobbies, your own interests, your own visions of the future, and your own ideals. And you may just feel alone in that. But this is saying to you that you've got to pull those aspects out of yourself, and harness your own particular magical abilities and your own abilities to manifest. And you may have to do that in conjunction with others, which could come in on the 11th house, but nonetheless, it's you that is doing your own work and you're finding your own truth in something in particular. So this is going to give you, this is saying to you that you've got those abilities. You have to mine them. You have to actually work on them to pull them out and to get those to guide you forward. So it's an important project or something that you're working on. But you will be pioneering in it, this is all about going inward and following your own inner guidance at this time. Then the other second area of focus is your 4th house, which is the house of your home, your physical home, but it can also be the people in your home or the atmosphere in the home where you're currently living, but it can also be your relationship with your family, your history, your roots, your foundation, your ancestry, your ethnic identity, and so on. It can be related to that as well. You've got the Venus card coming in here at the bottom. So this is the astrological influence coming in. Venus, which brings in love, anything to do with love comes in. And then at the top you have the Goddess Guidance card for this particular aspect here. And this is Bast, independence. Your independence is a foundation for your strength and success. So there's a couple of things coming through on this. With this, the main influence being your 4th house. So this is possibly to do with beautifying your home in some way. It could be to make it more, put your love and your beautiful things and your talents into your home, to bring that more into your home. To make it your own. And that is where the independence comes in, where you bring in your own insights and you're actually creating something which is a reflection of yourself. It can also be that you are needing to bring more love into your home life and into perhaps your relationship with your family, your roots, your ancestry, and so on. So it's about bringing love in, the charm, the ability to negotiate, to mediate, but it's always about love and romance and just bringing love generally into your home environment. You don't have to be in a partnership to bring romance into your life. You can do it by having lots of fresh flowers, by having beautiful things in your home, lots of lovely home comforts, beautiful fabrics and materials, lush fabrics, luxury and home comforts, things that you enjoy having around you, lovely foods. Really, it's a lot about self-care. It can be love for others, but also love for yourself, and bringing that love into your home and into your home life, and that will ripple outwards. With the Bast Independence card, it could be also that you are in a situation where you need to be more independent in your home life. And when you do that, when you take steps to make your presence felt and to actually spend more time on your own, so you balance play with being on your own, this is about enhancing your own inner strength. And you do that by spending time on your own and pursuing your own interests and so on. So it's about bringing that in as well to this environment. And it could also be that you have a windfall coming in for you of some kind. Perhaps you're wanting to buy your own home, or you're wanting to move into your own home, and there may be a windfall coming for you, because Venus can do that, can bring a windfall, which will give you the home that you require, and that will give you the independence that you require as well. It could also be as simple as you obtaining a pet, and cats are the epitome of independence, and you may need that in your life, and this may give you the love that you require in your home life, just to fill that space that you have in your life. And a pet can certainly do that. They can really close a circle for you and really give you a sense of home and love and peace in your environment. And it may just very well be that, or it could be an element, all of these aspects coming in for you. With the third aspect coming in, we have first house, which is everything to do with the physical body, but it's also your vitality, your life force. And it's also very much about what you project to others, what you are sending out to others, how others perceive you at this time. So that can be what you're projecting, and your character, your personality, and so on. But it also has another aspect to it, which is tying in with this. It's also about your personal independence, your own hobbies and interests, which came up here as well. So I feel that it could be with Gemini at the bottom. I think this is a mental card. It's coming in. This is underlying this influence in your first house. And then at the top, the goddess guidance is Sedna, infinite supply. You are supplied for today and all of your tomorrows. So I feel, having a look at this overall, that you have an interest or a hobby or something that you're perhaps needing to take action on now. But it's going to require you to spend quite a bit of time or private time or independent time working through that and actually going through all the steps that is required to be successful at what you're going to be doing. And this is also kind of handing things over to the universe and having trust that things will work out for the best. But it's almost that, you will be feeling alone in this, and that you may just need to be quietly beavering away on what it is that you want to do, and you're going to be having the abilities to bring this to being. But it's also about being independent in some way, and also about being independent in your personal self. You may be needing to move into your own space, your own home, or your own space where you can actually work on what it is that you're needing to work on. But Gemini is very much a thinking card, but it's all about communication. So communication is going to be important. So because this is indicating the first house, how you project, what you're projecting outwards, and how you communicate is going to be important at this time. So this could also be about positive self-talk and also positive talk to others. This is a manifestation card, and this is about manifestation as well. So think positive, speak positive self-talk in order to bring about what it is that you want in your life. But it could also be that you're in two minds about something. You have a decision to make, but you're in two minds about which way to go. And you may need to listen to signs coming from your body. Your body is a very accurate instrument for gauging your response to certain things. So it could be that you are wanting to go in a certain direction, but you're not quite sure which way to go. And this requires communication, and this very much to do with your personal independence and how you're making your way in the world and how people are going to perceive you at this time. But whatever decision it is that you're trying to make, the guidance is that there is infinite supply. This is an abundant universe, and that you may not, you may be stressing your body out a little bit, trying to make these decisions, or worrying or concerning yourself about how you're going to support yourself while you undertake this endeavor, this important endeavor which you're trying to take. Because this is very much, the Yod is a destiny card. So whatever it is that you're working on is important, and your contribution to the world is important. But it won't be easy to get there. It's going to take a lot of focus, a lot of effort, sacrifices, and time to bring this about. But you have it. You have the strength and you have the ability to bring it about. And this is indicated here as well. But don't concern yourself, because the Gemini card can make you very highly strung and nervous about things as well. And this is going to affect your body. So to counteract that, just know that this is an abundant universe, and that the cards are saying, the goddesses are saying, you have infinite supply, and that you are supplied for. And that, to move forward with what it is you want to do. You may also be, Sedna is very much about the sea as well, and the sea creatures. You may have a passionate for a passion for the sea, or for a sea, something to do with the protection of the sea. So this could be something like the sea rescue people, or life saving, or something like that, or protecting certain animals in the ocean. Perhaps, and this is where the social reform 11th house comes in. Perhaps it's a global consciousness that you want to join, or you're interested in, and this is very close to your heart. And Sedna is saying that anything to do with the sea is good for you at this time. It could also be that you may wanting to be moving to somewhere near the ocean. and this is going to be very beneficial for you. So it's a beach community or a seaside community or a home near the sea, or just to spend more time at the ocean, or to follow your interests which are ocean related. That can also come in with this card. So yeah, it certainly looks like overall you have something important that you want to do, and this is to do with you, and it's about you exerting your independence in some way. Or it could be that you're bringing more love in to pursue what it is you want to do, to make your home and your family life more loving. But it is also about balancing your needs with others, and your playtime and your alone time. You may have a decision to make, or you may be, as I said, just worrying unnecessarily or stressing yourself out about making a decision because you're concerned that you may not have the supply that you need, but you will have it. It is there. Yeah, and as I said, with this Yard Destiny card, whatever it is that you're trying to do or you want to do is important. It does affect, it has a large effect, it has a ripple effect around you. It's not, this is not, the 11th house is about greater, sort of the greater collective. It's not necessarily personal, but it can be in some ways, especially if it's a one-on-one friendship, or if it's your particular hobby or interest, then it becomes personal. But what it is that you're working on, your hopes and your visions, have a wider influence, and that is something that you need to bring into to take action on now. Okay, Taurus, hope you enjoyed that very quick check-in, but please don't forget to like and share, or like and subscribe, and take care, and I will see you next time.